Have you ever had the sense that there's more to you than you're currently living? Not as an idea, but as a feeling, a moment where something opens, where life feels clearer, more alive, more you. Maybe it happens in nature, in love, in stillness, and then it fades, and you're left wondering, was that real? Or was that just a moment? What if I told you that it wasn't a moment? That it was a glimpse of something that isn't outside of you, but is what you are. And this is exactly what this week's teaching points to. Not to something to become, not to something to achieve, but something to recognize. David, William, Pearce, welcome back. And in non-dual Shiva Tantra, reality is described through 5 fundamental powers. Not abstract, not philosophical, but alive, present, functioning right now as your experience. The power of consciousness. That which is aware, always here, before every thought, during every experience, and after every moment. The power of bliss, not as excitement, not as intensity, but as a quiet, underlying okayness, a subtle sense that nothing is fundamentally missing. The power of will, the movement towards, the impulse, the sense that something wants to happen through you. The power of knowing, the ability to see, to recognize, to understand. And the power of action, the expression, the movement into the world. These are not powers you access, they are the powers through which your life is already happening. And then there is something even deeper, the +1, the 6th power, the one that holds them all. Freedom. The freedom to perceive, the freedom to feel, to act, to experience everything. Which means your experience is not random, it is not happening to you, it is arising through you. So the question becomes, if this is true, why doesn't it feel like that all the time? Why does life sometimes feel contracted? Why does it feel heavy, limited, confusing, painful? Tantra gives a very precise answer. Because we become identified with a contraction of consciousness. A thought, an emotion, a sensation. And in that moment, we forget. We forget that we are the awareness within which it is happening. So a thought arises, and instead of noticing it, we become it. An emotion moves, and instead of feeling it, we become consumed by it. And the same experience that could be held in awareness now feels like a limitation. It becomes everything. And if you're noticing this in your relationships, where something small pulls you out of presence, where you react in ways that don't feel true to you, who you really are, this is exactly the work we do through men's tantric yoga and couples contact massage. We don't fix the surface. It's like taking your car to a mechanic because the check engine light is on and him checking the light and not the engine. You need to get to the pattern underneath so that you can stay present, connected and grounded in yourself as life unfolds around and through you. So if that speaks to you, check out the description for more. So how do you access these powers, these 5+1 powers of God, of us? Very non-dual Shiva tantrically, paradoxically, you don't access them. You just stop obscuring what's in front of them. Tantra doesn't add, it removes. Meditation is said to be destructive in nature. Through practice, through stillness, through discernment, you begin to see what is real and what is constructed, and then you start to notice. This thought is something appearing in me. This emotion is something moving through me. And slowly, gently, the identification begins to loosen. And as that happens, something very simple but very profound begins to reveal itself. That you are not the thought. You are not the emotion. You are not that contraction. You are the awareness, witnessing it all. But it's not something to conceptualize, it's something to somatically experience, that nervous system regulation, that calm. From there, everything shifts. You recognize yourself as consciousness. You begin to feel the quiet bliss beneath your experience. Not wanting the moment to be any different than how it already is. You sense the natural movement of will. You see more clearly and act more congruently, more precisely, with focus and empowerment, all grounded in freedom. And life stops feeling like something you're trying to control and starts feeling like something that you're actively participating in. Not as a limited self, but as consciousness expressing itself through you. Playing an active role in the passive unfolding of your life, getting to be the witness as well as the actor. If this resonated, there's a full quiz in the description to help you integrate this week's teaching. It's just 10 questions, multiple choice. And if you'd like the answers, there's a link in the description as to how to receive them. And if you recognize patterns in your life, in your relationship, and how you show up, this is exactly the work we do together. Men's Tantric Yoga, revealing the patterns so your reactions become a choice, so you can live strong, confident, and focused. If you'd like to feel this more directly, to see how this recognition changes something real, last week I shared how last week's practice landed for me and how it helped me stop being so easily pulled into reaction in my relationship. You can find that video here somewhere, hopefully. Thank you for visiting. Have a nice tea. And I'll see you next time in the next transmission. Cheers.